The NFL playoffs is finally upon us, and that means that road to Super Bowl 57 begins today. The 14 is in, but only one will prevail as the new Super Bowl champion. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live up in here on YouTube. We are the Real to Sports Podcast, and this is the Real to Sports Talk Show. On the show today, we will have some inspiring words of wisdom from the legend himself, Q-Dog. And then we will have predictions for the first round of the NFL playoffs. And right after that, we will have an NFL Trivia Showdown, the very first one of the year, as Philly G is looking to win his very first NFL Trivia title as he challenges the NFL Trivia champion, T-Rock. We got all this and more right here, ladies and gentlemen, on the Real the Sports Talk Show. Thank you so much for being here with us on this Saturday afternoon, wherever in the world you may be. And if you guys will be so kind to go ahead and hit that thumbs up for us, it greatly helps the show and it helps the YouTube channel as well. Also, don't forget, man, to hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell for all notifications, man. Follow us on Twitter and TikTok and join our sports group on Facebook, the Real Sports Group, man. Come talk sports 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's the Real Sports Group, only on Facebook. Now, please allow me to introduce you guys to the exclusive elite. These six gentlemen right here, these six professionals right here, man. The exclusive elite, the Real Sports Podcast panel, representing Ball So Hard University. They are the Angry Birds, two-time Super Bowl champion. They are the Baltimore Ravens. Give it up for Drew to the game. That's my dude right there.
What's going on, everybody?
Mr. Positive himself. Mr. Positive.
Too kind.
Yes, sir. Two-time. Fly, Eagles, fly is their motto. The Bird Gang. Yes, sir. They are the one-time Super Bowl champions. They are the new NFC East Division champions, number one seed, 14-3. It's Philadelphia's son.
Yes.
Philly G.
What's going on, everybody?
Philly G. Philly G. Representing America's team. They are the five-time Super Bowl champion, the Dallas Cowboys. Mr. Financial, Wall Street.
What's going on, people? How everybody doing?
What up, streets?
All right.
Representing Saxonville, ladies and gentlemen, Saxonville. And if you don't like it, just teal with it.
Yep.
They are the new AFC South Division champions. They are the Jacksonville Jaguars. Duval. It's
DMV and the Duval in the building.
Yes, sir. The Real to Sports NFL Trivia champion.
Yeah, and my crown today.
Go ahead, Philly G. Hit the Duval for us.
Duval! Keep that same energy after the trivia challenge.
Shots fired.
Yes, sir,
Oh,
man.
man. Little jokey joke here.
Don't worry
Little jokey joke.
He is the OG. The OG of the group, ladies and gentlemen. The legend himself. He is Forsyth Tech alumni. And he represents the new NFC North Division champion. They are the mighty, resilient Minnesota Vikings, ladies and gentlemen. The OG himself, the legend. He's the diggity dog. Q Diggity. What up?
What's going on, my people? Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, sir. The legend is here.
What happened to my show?
That happened. The legend is here. And last but not least, man, he is the president, Mr. President of the Realtor Sports Group. He represents the Raider Nation, the three-time Super Bowl champion, the Las Vegas Raiders. He is Oklahoma State's alumni. Ladies and gentlemen, I know this man. Young Mark.
What's going on, peoples?
Let's go.
Always a great day to be an OSU Cowboy, baby. Let's go.
Let's go, folks.
God, here we go.
Let's go, folks. Let's go. Oh, man. All right, man. We're going to get into the show. Before we get into football, man, today, you know how we do it here in the real, I say that word unanimously, real, the sports podcast, man. Today, man, we have some inspiring words coming from the legendary Q Dog, the legend himself, man. So I'm going to go ahead and give him the floor, man. Q Dog, you are up, sir.
Thank you, Mr. President, for those kind words. Real the Sports Podcast, fellow member, live chat members, and all those are here in the show today. Monday, we celebrate a holiday of a famous man, a historical man, Dr. Martin Luther King. My fondest memories of Dr. Martin Luther King, when I was a little boy, 9 to 10 years old, I used to come home from church with my mother, and he used to be on the radio 1 o'clock every Sunday. And his voice was a loud, attention-grabbing voice. And I knew that he was some type of preacher. And so I used to ask my grandmother, who is this man? And she said, this is Dr. King. So as we come from church every Sunday, and every Sunday after that, I used to listen to him. And even though I didn't understand what he was saying, I knew that he was a powerful man and that his voice was very, very catching and caught your attention. Dr. King, to me, he really, really set the precedent of what the things that we do today. And I honor him as being my hero. And to me, listening to him, understanding him, with his educational background and his body of work, I'm gonna go over a few things and say to y'all, and as soon as y'all hear these things, then you'll know that if he's not your hero, he soon will be your hero. Let's start with the educational background about Dr. Martin Luther King. He was born January 15, 1929. He was a pastor of the famous Ebenezer Baptist Church, where his father pastored and his grandfather pastored. Dr. King attended segregated public schools in Atlanta, Georgia, where he graduated at 15 years old. Dr. King moved on to further his education. He went to Morehouse College, where he earned a bachelor's degree in 1948, and which his father and grandfather also attended. Dr. King spent 3 years of theological study at Crozer Theological Seminary, where he was elected president of a quote unquote predominantly white senior class and was awarded a BD in 1951. Dr. King did his graduate studies at Boston University and completed his residence in 1953. Then he earned his doctorate degree at the same school of Boston University in 1955, in which he met his wife, Coretta Scott King, in which they had 4 children, 2 sons and 2 boys. What an impressive educational resume. So you ask me, you say, well, what is his accomplishment, OG? What are some of his accomplishments? I thought you would never ask. In 1955, Dr. King headed the Montgomery bus boycott in Montgomery, Alabama. It lasted 384 days. In December 21st, 1956, the Supreme Court declared it was unconstitutional for segregation zone buses. From that day forth, Negroes and whites rode side by side on buses. He headed the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, in which he patterned his movement after Mohandas Gandhi, the quote-unquote nonviolence movement. From 11-year period, 1957 to 1968, this is when Dr. King did a bulk of his accomplishments. During those times, there were 2 presidents, Lyndon B. Johnson and John F. Kennedy. When Dr. King had problems with unfair practices, he would go to these 2 presidents. You got to understand when you're talking to the presidents or the people of the White House, these people are pen pushers. They only understand that type of language. With the education background that Dr. King had, he could talk that type of language, and they understood him, and they welcomed him, and they helped him in any way possible to get through and do the things in his movement. Dr. King traveled 6 million miles. He spoke over 2,500 times, in which he sought the attention of the world. He wrote the letter from the Birmingham jail in April of 1963. He was arrested 25 times. He delivered the I Have a Dream speech at Washington, D.C., August 28th, 1963, was 250,000 people attended. Dr. King was also awarded the Man of the Year by Time magazine in 1963. That was a big time magazine back in those days. In 1964, Dr. King was the youngest man to be awarded the Nobel Peace Prize, which the recipient would be awarded $123,000. Dr. King took that money and used it towards the civil rights movement. Dr. King was assassinated April 4th, 1968, on a motel balcony in Memphis, Tennessee. January 18, 1986, was declared a national holiday by then President Ronald Reagan. I can remember the times. I was a teenager during those times. I remember the time when Coretta Scott King and NAACP kept going year by year to the Washington, D.C., trying to get his day a national holiday, and they got it accomplished in January 18, 1986. We're left with only the words of Dr. King to continue to guide us to become a more perfect union. I also, say that it's important, it's imperative that we educate our children and to let them know that where we come from. Take the time out. Dr. King Day on the Monday, we celebrate, those of you who have families, get your children together, sit in the living room, pull up a video on Dr. King, educate them who this important man is. Because, because it's important that they remember their past, because if they don't know their past, they won't know their future. And if they fail, we fail. And it's imperative that we do this and remember this great man who spoke so well and was so articulate to help us do the things that we do today and pioneer the way for those great ones. To me personally, 2 days after Dr. Luke, 2 days after his celebration Monday, I will be picking up my degree, a science degree, on the 17th.
Let's go, Q.
Yes, sir. And I would just want to thank him and the way that the things that he done for people who knew that they wasn't going to see the likes of things that we see today, that I might have the opportunity, and people like you and me have the opportunity to do the things that we do. So I encourage each one of you, get your children together. Let's not let his legacy die.
Yes, sir.
No, let's not do that. Let's I know we're in a technology world, but let's get our kids together. Let's educate them, because it's important that they know where they come from and because when they get out in this world, there will be challenges. You know, there will be times when they will be knocked down. And we can't help them through the teachings and encouragement that comes from our home. They will remember, and that will allow them to stand up and be strong. So we the only ones can teach our own family. So I just want to thank you, host, for giving me the opportunity to speak on a great man that I feel that I know that as a hero of mine, I hope he's a hero of y'all. And this day forward, we will always remember the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Big ups, OG.
take a bow, there, OG. Take a bow.
Congratulations, OG.
Thank you.
And to piggyback on some of the stuff that you said, man, Dr. King should be honored a little bit more. Definitely a great man. And it's a great thing, man, that you got to grow up to at least hear him live. You know what I'm saying? And that's a truly a high honor, man. Dr. Martin Luther King. I had a opportunity twice. I was in Ebenezer in his church down in Atlanta. Took a field trip there, and man, just going in there, it was just like you just feel honored. You know, you had that honor feeling like, whoa, like just looking around, and back then those churches was like real small, and man, that was I mean, I went twice, and just being in there, I couldn't even sit down. I didn't want to sit down. It just felt like you was on something sacred, and that man was right there at that podium and he spoke. So definitely honor to Dr. Martin Luther King. If it wasn't for him, man, Q wouldn't even have a degree in science. I mean, he paved the way for a lot of us African American people and athletes, just businessmen all over the world. Even this podcast, if it wasn't for him, I mean, Martin Luther King he paved the way for a lot of people, and it wasn't just about African Americans. He wanted to bring everybody together. It wasn't just about us. He wanted to bring everybody together. So we're gonna go around the board here, man, and everybody got something to say for the honor of Dr. Martin Luther King, man. We're gonna start with Rock.
Well, only thing I would have to say is, we got to change where we put. I feel like in America, all across, we got to change where we put his address. Like, have you noticed Dr. Martin Luther King Avenue or Drive? It's always in a bad urban type neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? We need to find a way where, as people, that we can uplift those communities that are honored by his name of the street. You understand? Because I see too many times, like Martin Luther King Highway, Martin Luther King Drive. It's a real bad area. That's not what his legacy was supposed to be about. Right. Putting his name on a urban area that's got more gang violence or shootings or drugs and things of that nature. That to me, I feel like as American people, we got to change that narrative as far as like where we put historical names on streets. You got to know those areas, because or at least at least uplift it a little bit more, because that's what he wanted. He wanted everybody to come together and uplift everyone. And people in Arizona do not go to school on Martin Luther King's birthday, because they don't honor his birthday in Arizona. So
right,
for all you young African American or any other type of race, honor that man by not going to school on that day if you're in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got to say.
That's a fact. That's food for thought because Arizona, they do not do that. They do not. Mr. President.
Yeah, man. I definitely want to appreciate and thank Q Dog for doing that. In all seriousness, that means a lot to me. My parents, both of them, even though I'm young, like one of the youngest people on the show, both of my parents literally grew up in the Jim Crow segregation era with Dr. King while all that was going on. My dad grew up in southern rural North Carolina, so he got a lot of the negative sides of that. So I definitely have a deep appreciation for those people who lived through those times and had to take the punishment and everything just so that guys like me, you know, in 2023 can live a normal life with the world in front of me and all these things that I can accomplish and do. And I thank them for it.
Mm-hmm.
His impact is really far reaching, even just outside of the world of the civil rights movement and outside of, you know, the 60s and whatnot. I remember one of the most impactful periods in my life was when one of my favorite gangster rappers of all time, The Game, him and Nas got together on the track and they dedicated an entire song to Dr. King and the civil rights movement. And that had a big impact on me. And to piggyback on what T Rock said, for those that don't know, Dr. King even had an impact on NFL history because when Super Bowl 27, where Wall Street's Cowboys restored the Bills, that game was played in the Rose Bowl, but it was originally supposed to have been in Arizona. But Arizona lost the right to host the game because they didn't want to honor Dr. Martin Luther King's holiday. They were one of the last states to refuse to honor it. So they lost a chance to host the Super Bowl. They didn't get a chance again to host the Super Bowl, I think, for another, I want to say it was about 17 years. They didn't get to host it again until 2009. So definitely goes to show just how much of an impact Dr. King had on our world, both through the civil rights era, through music, and you know, keeping on the Real to Sports podcasting in the world of sports.
All day.
Mm-hmm.
Philly G.
Growing up, I learned about Martin Luther King all the time in school. I just saw him as an icon, as a true black icon for people like us. He paved the way for people like us. Also, I had an uncle who his dad marched with Dr. Martin Luther King. So that's really it. All I have on Martin Luther King. My mom did grow up in that era. She talks about it all the time. The day that he passed was very sad, obviously. But for me, like I said, Dr. Martin Luther King is a black icon that will never be forgotten. And as far as what T Rock was saying as well, it shouldn't just be in the bad neighborhoods where his name should be on a street. Like, as he said that, I was thinking about MLK, like down here in North Carolina. Pretty bad. And it's like, that's not right. That's not right at all.
It's in Greensboro, where it was. It was here. It's got a little better in Greensboro, but a few years ago, boy, Martin Luther King, boy, it was it was bad, man. It was very, very bad.
Just to add on to that as well, like I said, in school, learned a lot about him. I'll never forget the first time I heard the "I Have a Dream" speech. That was touching. Like,
that's man, that's iconic. That's gonna forever be iconic.
Yeah.
I Have a Dream speech. Street.
Yeah, man. You know, just a remarkable man. When you think about how young he was and how brilliant he was to do some of the things he did at the age he was when he was doing this, man was in his 20s and his early 30s doing these things, you know, standing up against a whole nation. So just a bravery. He wasn't a very big, imposing man. He was only 5'7". He was a short dude.
Yeah, right.
You know
exactly.
What I mean? But he wasn't very imposing, but just a remarkable, I think a divinely touched man. I don't want to get too spiritual, but I just think divinely touched and just did some remarkable things, man. We all blessed from it. I think if he was living today, he'll be, shocked by some of the steps we've made, and I think he'll be disappointed in some areas as well. But but we got a long way to go to fulfill his dream.
Well said, sir. Last but not least, man, Drew to the game.
I can't put it into words enough. What he means to me, what he means to people in this country. We can never give him enough flowers. I mean, he's got streets and stuff named after him, and I mean that's all good. But I don't want to start down the part where we miss it overall in this country. All the great things that he's done, and why we're still not united like his dream said. Whether that's the country or as a people, we're still missing the mark. The bar has been set high, and we still need to continue to reach it. And that takes everybody to put forth effort and look themselves in the mirror and say, am I living his dream? Am I doing it to the fullest? You have to have a reflection on yourself, and you're the hardest. You can be your own hardest critic, but you can also convince yourself, oh, it's okay. You can cut yourself some slack when it's not needed. He didn't cut that slack. He'll forever stay on my Mount Rushmore of people who I look up to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's on mine too.
I'm gonna just leave it at that. He is a great man. I'm not gonna say he was, because he still lives today. He lives in people like me and people like yourselves and other people tuning into this wonderful show that we have, and always continue to reach one, teach one, and give him his flowers.
No doubt. No doubt. Due to the game. Mr. President, you got something else?
Yeah, so I just thought about it. Q Dog had mentioned, we live in a digital age nowadays. And I just want to encourage everybody, like on the panel and those listening and watching us at home. One of the things that I tend to do every year around the time of his unfortunate passing, Spotify has his entire "I've Been to the Mountaintop" speech on their platform. And he also got resources like YouTube. I encourage y'all to go and sit down and listen to some of his speeches, especially "I've Been to the Mountaintop," because that one is really, really impactful. And a lot of the words that he spoke in that speech ring true even to this day. So you really got no excuse nowadays not to educate yourself on them, because the school system isn't doing it, but we can educate ourselves.
No question. They played that. They played that speech when you go into Ebenezer. God,
it made me cry the first time I heard it.
Oh boy, it'll move you. It'll move you. It's and they play it loud on the PA in the church. All right, Q, we're gonna go ahead and you can round this thing out, man.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot that I meant to mention that, Dr. King, he made a lot of famous quotes. And some of the quotes that, I truly stand to my heart that I go by, and I'm gonna say a couple of them to y'all. One quote is injustice, a threat to justice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Another quote is that this is the quote that my daughter knows, and I instilled this in her when she was a kid. This is my famous quote that the true measure of a man is not during his times of comfort and convenience, but is during his time of conflict and controversy. I got another quote that I used by Plato, a famous Greek philosopher, and it ties into times when Dr. Martin Luther King was going through the things he was going through, that the most of all is to do injustice and not be punished. The worst of all is to suffer injustice without the power of retaliation. Then this ties into, this is the last quote I'm going to say, that Dr. King says that in the end, it's not the voices of our enemies that we'll remember, but it's the voices of those who remain silent. So if you just look up his quotes, Say it again. He say, in the end, it's not the voices of our enemies that we will remember, but it will be the voices of those who remain silent. Very powerful, man. Very powerful, man. Everything that he said. You know, these kind of quotes that you can use to building blocks in your life that you can stand on, and when you go through adversity or things in your life, that'll keep you standing through the words of that this man that the quotes that he made. Very, very intelligent man. One of the most intelligent men of our time.
Well said, man. Well said, Q Dog. And again, man, we here at the Real Sports Podcast, man. We honor. That's our main thing, man. We want to honor and respect legends. And Dr. Martin Luther King is at the top, VIP at the top. Because if it wasn't for him, man, we wouldn't even be here. We wouldn't even have a voice to speak to you guys and a platform. So again, man, we want to thank Q Dog for bringing us those inspiring words of wisdom from the legend himself. Man, let's go to the live chat. Miss Barbara Jackson, she said, well said, babe. Oh.
Thank you, boo. Maybe you'll cook my cherry pie next week. I come down there.
Yes. That's good, man. Miss Shakira Jones, she said, reach one, teach one. Love it. Reach one, teach one, man. That's what we're about here in the Real Sports Podcast. All right, man. Let's transition over, man, to some football, man. And we about to get ready to start the predictions for the 2022-23 NFL playoffs, round 1. Let's go.
Are you ready?
Audio.
All right, man, we have the predictions here. These 6 NFL intelligent minds right here. This is the part of the show where these guys are going to tell you who they think is going to win today and tomorrow. First round, NFL playoffs. I got the exclusive elite right here. They ready to roll. So let's start this thing off, man. We have first round. This is the first round. This is an NFC West division game. The 9-8 Seattle Seahawks. They go to Levi to take on the NFC West division champion, 13-4 San Francisco 49ers. Let's kick this thing off with Philly G.
So, before the show started, I said I would be picking some crazy picks today. What better one to start off with than this one? I think the Seahawks are probably going to somehow beat the 49ers today, man. It's going to be a close game. It won't even be 3 point. It'll be like a 1 to 2 point game. But I got the Seahawks winning. I'm going to say 22-20. 49ers not getting away today.
This is big. Okay. Philly G says Seahawks.
Postseason, we got to start thinking outside of the box, man. Anything can happen.
All right. San Fran goes down today, says Philly G. Drew to the game.
G, what's in your cup, man? Okay. Yeah, I might have some. Maybe no, I won't. But I don't see it the same way as Philly. I just think this is a classic example of a team that's outmatched versus their opponent, and I think that Seattle might want to put up a fight, but Geno's gonna have to have the game of his life on the road. I just don't see it against that defense, you know. I mean, San Francisco looks about as imposing as an opponent that I see out here in week 1. Maybe the most imposing. I like San Fran from start to finish. It shouldn't be that close.
I have no regrets.
Oh, I gotta hold on. I gotta pause things right now, man, because I see somebody I ain't seen in a minute.
Drunk.
Hey, what up,
yes, sir. What up, man?
Yeah.
What's
Where you
up,
been at,
Drunk?
bro?
Hey, hit his theme
That's
music,
my
host.
dude right there. Where you been, Drunk, man? Drunk. Did you know that you won the live chat MVP?
Yeah, he did.
You live chat MVP, man.
Drunk MVP.
MVP, man. Drunk said Brock Purdy for the win.
He couldn't be there, but I accept this award for Drunk.
Word. I see Seahawks fold too many times this season against competition.
I'm with
said
Drunk.
playoff time. I'm back.
I'm with Drunk.
Let's
telling
go,
y'all, I
Drunk.
don't
Good to
know.
see you, man.
Yeah, man. We ain't seen Drunk in a minute. I've been asking.
49ers could
What
let that
Drunk
stuff
at,
go to
man?
their head, bro. I'm telling you, the 49ers could let that go to their head. They beat these guys twice.
Yeah, man. You the MVP, man. You are the MVP,
Oh.
the 2022 MVP of the live chat. And Q Dog is the Real to Sports Podcast MVP. He was voted the MVP, and you are voted, sir, the live chat MVP, man. No doubt, Drunk is in the building. Let's go. All right, man. Let's get some from Mr. President. What you think, Mr. President? Seahawks or the 49ers?
There we go.
You know, I love this game because me and Philly G was having a debate earlier this week about how there's so many Big 12 starting quarterbacks in the playoffs this year instead of the less EC. But that aside, that aside.
But when
taking-
before you say your prediction real quick, let me say something. Because I sent you a picture, I think, last night of all players that's in there, and there's not one, only one Big 12 player in there, and it's nothing but SEC on there. Forget your quarterbacks, and Jalen does not count. Roll Tide.
No time.
All day.
Anywho, on a serious note, I gotta go with Bang Bang Niner Gang on this one, man. I don't even think they lost a game, or they've only lost like one game since they traded for Christian McCaffrey. Like they've been
facts.
a
They
totally
were like 9 in
different
a row.
team. So yeah, I gotta roll with the high hand and take the graduate from Iowa State University in the Big 12 conference. So give me the Niners.
The Niners it is.
You still the homie, Philly G. You still the homie, bro.
OG. What you got, man? You got the 49ers or the Seahawks?
Man, we know the playoffs. It's a different season.
Yes, sir.
You know, we really don't what we did in the regular season doesn't even matter.
Facts.
I know the fact that they are divisional teams, and so if anybody knows them, the Seahawks knows them. I mean, Philly G, he probably might be onto something, but the way that they're rolling into the playoffs, it's the way you come in. The way they're rolling, they're steamrolling, and this train is really rolling.
Yes, sir.
And you get caught on those tracks, you might get ran over.
Yes,
and
sir.
So, but if they can somehow, some way in the first quarter, maybe just put some type of brakes on them or something, they might make them competitive. But if they don't do it early, it don't look good for them. But I don't know if they got it in them, and I think they might can because they know them. Mm-hmm. But in the end, I'm just gonna take the 49ers. Give me the
49ers. You're going with the big dog.
Just to be safe, OG picked the 49ers.
Yeah.
Q. Q. Look who's hanging around, Q.
Oh, Lord.
D-Rec. D-Rec of the New York Giants.
I can't wait to 7 o'clock tomorrow.
That Hawkins curse, boy.
I can end this madness.
All right, man. We're gonna go down to Saxonville. What you got, Sax?
Only reason I think Philly G picked against the 49ers is because he know that's the only team on the NFC that can get his Eagles some go. So he wants them to be gone already.
Yeah, smart man.
I mean, I see the game being close. Like you know, it's hard to beat a team 3 times in the regular season. You know, San Francisco swept Los Angeles last year twice. Then got to the NFC Championship game, and then you know they dropped the ball per se. So I mean, it's been Brock Purdy's first start, and the magnitude of the game, it being You know, the magnitude of the game, I just think like it's gonna be a little bit too much for him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go with Philly G. I'm gonna pick the Seahawks.
Okay.
That's right.
By a game-winning field goal.
Ooh.
I think DK Metcalf have a big game.
Yeah.
Or they run game.
He should.
It's either gonna be DK Metcalf or Kenneth Walker to keep Brock Purdy on the sideline.
Brock.
Brock. Let me squeeze in there with the DK, man.
Big 12 boys can't hang with the SEC.
I'm gonna squeeze in there with the DK. He should have a good game, but you can't water down Charvarius Ward. He's a great corner. He's a great
DK
corner.
He gonna have to do
and
them
size advantage.
Yeah, them 7 and comebacks.
Yeah.
Them small screens. He's gonna have to put the press.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to put the press on Charvarius Ward.
Yeah, it should be a lot of back shoulder phase for that. Drunk says if Geno come out playing scared, it's gonna get ugly fast. It's a big that's a fact. That's a fact, man. Because the 49ers still got the best defense in the league.
Bosa coming. Bosa coming.
Oh boy. He's still oh boy. Boy, that's a lot of crow, boy.
Pick the Vikings, bro. Chill out.
Somebody gonna have all you can eat crow buffet.
Yeah, lie, boy.
I swear I'm gonna get him. All week long.
Somebody coming home with the Raiders.
I'm gonna ride him. Hey, when he lose tomorrow, I'm riding him all the way to September. He ain't gonna be a break for me.
Give me up, D-Rick.
Hey, T-Dog, I got a question.
Yes,
is it gonna be worse than the NBA Trivia Showdown y'all used to have? Or?
Lord have mercy.
Now I don't know if it be to that degree, but we gonna get him.
That rivalry runs deep.
Facts.
Oh man. Last but not least, man, we're gonna go to street. Hawks or the Niners.
Man, the Niners coming in hot. They done scored 30 points, in their last 5 games. Seahawks scoring under 20 points in their last 4 games. So you can see where that's not looking good for them. It's a division rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only way they can get it done, the Seahawks even if they ever have a chance, is if Walker get it going. But 49ers haven't allowed a 100-yard rusher all year, so I don't see that happening either. So give me the Niners in this one, man. The Niners winning again, 21-16.
I'll tell you, so I could agree with that, boy.
If the Seahawks keep it like close, and it's
ain't Debo coming back?
20-point game.
Ain't Debo playing?
Debo is playing. Debo is playing.
Ooh, it's gonna be trouble.
Yeah, it's trouble.
Disregard what I was gonna say. Let's just go on to the next game.
No, go ahead, Philly. You can get yours in. Go ahead. I'll let you squeeze.
Debo's back. That's it.
Are you flipping the pick?
No, I'm not flipping the pick. I'm gonna stick with
okay,
it.
now. All right,
Just in case it happens. I want to be right.
He putting cases on him.
Debo will probably be a factor in this game.
Probably.
Oh
man.
Kittle's gonna hurt y'all this game.
George, yeah, that's a fact.
That's if they let him do what he does.
Yeah.
But on to the next game.
On to the next game, man. Oh, and all these 2 games are today. Seahawks and 49ers today at 4:30. And now we're going to tonight's game. You have the 10-7 Los Angeles Chargers. Oh, they go down south, man, and they take on the AFC South Division champion, the Teal. Come on, Philly G, you hit the Duval for us.
Oh God.
Duval! They go down to Duval County to take on the 9-8 Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's start this thing off, no doubt, with Philly G. Who you got, man? The Chargers or the Jags?
I've been pulling for the Jags, man. So I'm gonna pick the Jags.
Jags it is, baby.
Jags 27-20. A pick on the last drive from Justin Herbert is gonna end the game.
All right.
Yeah, Jacksonville's defense is they have really came
alive.
They got some identity. Yeah, they got some identity now. Okay. I can see that. OG. Los Angeles Chargers or the AFC South Division champion Jacksonville Jaguars?
I've been kind of high on Jacksonville all year long. I kind of like the young team. I picked them in a couple of upsets. I think a couple of them they won for me. I just like the way they come together, the unit, how they play. These two teams themselves don't have a whole lot of veteran leaderships that I don't see. With the playoffs, it's all about heart and veterans that can carry you through. But Daddy being in Jacksonville, San Diego don't have a whole lot of player experience. I think it'd be competitive, but I think I'm gonna go with Jacksonville to pull this one out.
Jax, it is.
I think the home cooking gonna get them.
I think so too, man. And that crowd's gonna be crazy. They're gonna be crazy. Oh man, we got in the live chat. Shout out Rick the T platform. What up, Prez?
What's happening?
What's up, Prez?
What up?
There's no doubt, man. Prez, man, very, very intelligent brother right there, man. Prez, man. And for you viewers, man, Prez is he has a show over on YouTube, the Rick the T platform, man. Go check him out over there on YouTube, man. He was a guest on the show not too long ago, man. Very, very smart guy, man. Drunk says it's something about Jacksonville to just make you want to believe in them. That's very true. That's true, man. That is true, Drunk. He also says that give me Jags and Brandon Staley last game as the NFL head coach. Ooh, Jacksonville's gonna give him the boot for Drunk, man. So let's go over to Drew to the game. Let's see what Drew to the game think about this.
I think this is going to be the game that I really pay attention to.
Who are you telling?
This has got to be the most exciting matchup of the day. You got two young quarterbacks that are starting their first journey into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
It should be interesting to see whose nerves stand up and withhold the pressure.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of weapons on both sides of the ball for both offenses, and I just think with this game, I think it's going to come down to coaching, and
Yep.
I think Doug Peterson is gonna have them boys ready.
Yep.
And I like the Jags.
Dougie P.
Jags, baby. Jags. Street.
We're gonna sweep the board.
Yeah, man. I'm excited about this game too. I woke up this morning. I said I was going to take those Jags. I looked at it. They look evenly matched team. I give the edge to coaching to the Jags. I think Peterson is a better coach than Staley. Staley just take too many risks for me.
Too many.
But another thing that caught my attention, Bosa aggravated his groin, in the end of the game against the Broncos. So that's that's something to keep an eye on. But even in saying that, man, I'm gonna put my money on the young boy. It's time for him to show and prove. I'm gonna put it on Herbert. They go on the road and get it done. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. So I'm gonna say 28-27.
28-27.
28-27.
Very close.
Yep.
Very close.
They're gonna pull it out.
Very close. All right. D-Rex says, I said that the Jags was on the come up, and I see them winning tonight.
Okay,
right.
D-Rex.
All right now. A lot of pressure over there on Saxonville.
Dougie P effect, bro.
Over there on Saxonville. Mr. President.
Oh man. My petty picks have done me justice this year. Like I said, I got more wins with the petty picks than the Raiders do with a 10-point lead at halftime. But
who you telling?
Just for the sake of being petty on some non-football related stuff, I really just want to see the Jags go all the way, just so WWE has to send them a replica championship belt. So, just for the sake of being petty, I'm gonna take the Jags. But in all seriousness, though, not to discredit Jacksonville in any way, I think the main reason why they have a chance to win this game is because of the injuries that are piling up with the Chargers. I think if the Chargers are fully healthy, though, I feel more comfortable taking them. But for the sake of being petty, give me Jacksonville.
Is Khalil Mack playing in this game?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't
This
think
is
they
his
got.
second playoff start ever.
Yeah, it is.
No,
It
actually, I take
is.
that back. This is third. My bad.
Drunk said Chargers got no heart. They just jerseys on the field.
Oh,
Yeah. Hey man, I got as the Chargers in our division, I got a lot of respect for them.
yeah.
But like Mark said, man, that the injury bug is amongst them. the injury bug is amongst them. So
Mike Williams out today.
Yeah.
Yep. He gonna be out for 2 to 3 weeks.
Exactly. So Mr. President's going with Duval.
If they're eliminated, he gonna have to wait till the next season to start.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes,
got all the time in the world to heal up.
Got to.
Yeah. They got the quarterback they can make up for it.
T-Rock, man. Right. Hey, man, you back in the playoffs. You got a division. Hey, man, you got center stage, man. You got tonight's game. The world is watching you, brother. So what is the game plan to beat those Chargers?
First off, I'm a little surprised half the panel picked Jacksonville. Thought it was going to be, half and half.
Last year, they would have chose the Chargers.
Yeah, but, the Chargers are favored. So they do come into the game by the betting odds to knock us off. But however, they are traveling from Los Angeles all the way to Jacksonville after playing in Denver, which is, the elevation in Denver is different. Mm-hmm. Now they're traveling across the country to come to Jacksonville.
Absolutely.
So, and that's on a short week.
Yes, sir.
So,
yes, sir.
I will say this: probably in the first half, you're gonna see the Chargers probably. If the Chargers get the ball first off the opening kickoff, then you're gonna see the Chargers probably their game plan is gonna be ramped up. By the second half, we might drag them out a little bit to where so we can go in and secure the victory. But I believe our game plan is make sure that O-line keep Trevor up like we've done all season. Allow him to scan the field, pick apart the matchups. Just be a little bit more patient with our run game this week. Mm-hmm. Give ETN give him about 15 to 25 touches tonight. Just so he can feel the relieve the pressure from Trevor Lawrence and our receivers to get that run game going. We wasn't able to do it last week. I know he's gonna have a good game tonight. Mm-hmm. And it's just gonna come to all phases again. Being able to see if we can contain Keenan Allen, making sure Austin Eckler is not effective in the passing game. But I know that the Chargers are going to bring their A game. They playing for their coach job right now, so they're going to have a lot to go into in this game. And like it is, it's the battle of who got the best hair. Quarterbacks with the long Goldilocks.
Yeah, Goldilocks versus Goldilocks.
Yeah, Goldilocks versus Goldilocks. So some shape or fashion, Head and Shoulders is going to make a lot of money tonight. But
get some royalties for that, man.
Other than that, I got us, doing what we have to do. I mean,
Jacksonville's going to have to play Jacksonville football.
So, yeah, we got to give these fans a reason.
Yes, sir.
To look forward to the future, what we're trying to put together down there. So
yes, sir. I totally agree. The fans is the factor.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are the key factor.
I believe that if our defense gets to Herbert early, make them one-dimensional, force them to if we force Justin Herbert to at least throw for 40 times in this game tonight, we got a good shot.
Yeah.
If we allow them to be balanced,
the
game's gonna go. It's gonna go on. So
yeah. And Mark can relate to this because we both Raider fans. We know the Chargers through and through. You run the ball on them, you good.
Yeah.
You can run the ball on the Chargers. They don't have a good run defense. You run the ball on them,
which is surprising considering they have Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa. But
yeah, and they all pass rushers.
Those are your. Isn't that they're the defensive ends though? I mean,
yeah.
No,
the Chargers still play the 3-4 defense, don't they?
Exactly. Old school 3-4. Yeah. But they play old school 3-4.
I mean, it's possible we can make some plays.
The pressure is on.
I hope Jamal Agnew and
Cisco.
He puts our offense in good field position off the kickoff returns, and we capitalize. We great.
Drill.
Yeah.
Oh man. Next game, man. We get on. Next game. Remember AFC East division game here, man. The 9-8 Miami Dolphins, and the sun has went down on me. And the reasons is why, because Q had sent his brightness and all his his OG wisdom over here. That's why I'm glowing right now. The sun is over here. Appreciate that, Q. Appreciate that,
okay,
bro.
Anytime.
Appreciate that, bro. In the 9-8 Miami Dolphins, they go to High Mark to take on the AFC East division champion, 13-3 Buffalo Bills. This is going to be a good game, but no, I take this back. Because I'm not doing predictions. Well, for what I hear, what was his name? Bryce Thompson, Mark?
Skyler Thompson. Cup host.
Skyler.
I'm sorry.
Another Big 12 quarterback.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was about to say something because I'm picking the Bills because there's a Big 12 quarterback on the other side.
This is
Roll Tide.
This is gonna be a little bit different. So let's start this in. Let's just start us off since we in the AFC. Let's go with Drew to the game. Dolphins or the Bills?
Man, I think the Miami Dolphins can really hang their heads up high for what they've done this season. First year coach. They acquired, Hill. They did a lot of things, but unfortunately they couldn't keep their quarterback healthy. They couldn't protect them, so they want to shore up that line coming up in this draft if they got any stock left to draft somebody. But yeah, I don't think this one will be that close. I think Buffalo is on a mission. Yeah, let's just get out the way because that mafia train is coming. Take the Bills and then sit back and just relax, count your coin.
We see that first play after the whole injury with DeMar, man. We said,
oh yeah, follow the script.
Yeah, follow the script, baby. I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. Philly G.
Trash ass K-State. Anyway, well, is this really like a prediction? Like Bills by 40, man. Skylar Thompson's not going to do well. That's number one because he played in the Big 12. He didn't play in a real football league.
Shots.
I ain't gonna say 40. I'm gonna say about 38. I'm gonna be nice about it. 38-7, Bills.
Oof. Yeah.
Miami's not getting. I mean, Hill's gonna have a fun time being on the sideline, but yeah. Skyler's gonna throw about 3 or 4 picks. No.
Yeah, I can see it. You said 38-7?
38-7. He's gonna have about 3 to 4 picks. Yeah. What's his name again? Skyler. Yeah, he's gonna be on the free agent list.
I said Bryce. All right, Rock.
Make this short and sweet. Yes, Bills 41-17.
Yeah, I was being nice about it. I said,
this is like a. Let me see what drunk up here said. If the Dolphins had Tua, I would pick them because I believe in Mike McDaniel. But
Roll Tide.
This is the blowout for the Bills.
Okay. See, if it was an Alabama quarterback, then we would pick him. But since it's a Big 12 quarterback, it's like, he has no chance in hell.
Both of these I mean, you can't really say that because we picking Josh Allen. Josh Allen played for Wyoming, which
facts.
Can
it's not the Big 12 though?
Isn't it? That's the Mountain West Conference, ain't it?
It's not the Big 12. It's not the Big 12.
Yeah, I know. The light is on me.
It's not the Big 12.
My wife just let me know that the sun is glaring on me, and it's because of Q. Q said that sunshine over here. I appreciate that, bro. I really do, bro.
Yeah, bro. Anytime, bro.
I'm glowing.
Josh Allen,
41-10.
Aha. Reed. Okay. Okay. Rock on. Steelers. Who are that? The Steelers is in the building. Pittsburgh Steelers. All right.
They got a Big 12 quarterback.
Oh, they
Yeah,
do?
Mason Rudolph.
Mason Rudolph.
Said Josh Allen gonna be on the bench eating wings by the four.
Josh
Wait,
on the
Mark.
bench.
Wait, Mark,
Yeah,
I got a question, bro.
I feel you,
Look,
drunk.
all jokes aside, I got a question for Mark. Did Mason Rudolph win y'all a national championship?
Nah, it was taken away from him by Iowa State. Not Iowa State, my bad. It was taken away by Central Michigan, my bad.
Oh,
The Chippewas?
Damn, you lost to Central Michigan?
That's a controversial topic. We're gonna talk about it.
Bro, it ain't no controversy.
No, it's
legitimately
controversial.
Central Michigan in a bowl game.
Hold on
No,
here.
we lost to Central Michigan like week 2 or week 3 during the regular season. But that's a controversial topic. We got to stay on track. All right,
let's go, Mr. President.
Y'all know
G driving drunk right now.
He is. Y'all know me, man. Y'all know how I roll. Tyreek Hill, Emmanuel Ogbah. It's a lot of former Oklahoma State Cowboys in that Miami Dolphins roster. So y'all know me, man. And in our alma mater song, it says "loyal and true to my alma mater OSU," but not today. I'm taking the Bills.
I'm gonna say, boy, what?
I would be stupid.
So much for loyalty
right now.
So much for loyalty.
Word. D-Rick said I can see the Bills putting up maybe 50 on Miami. 50 burger.
Miami couldn't even score a touchdown last week, so yeah.
Against the Jets.
Hamlin is at home. He's been discarded from the hospital. He is at home with his family. And from what I know, he is doing great. And hopefully we get to see him on the field next season. Mm-hmm. Hopefully. He is doing good. Mm-hmm. All right, OG. Dolphins of Buffalo.
What's the weather going to be like in Buffalo?
Cold.
I mean, like wind.
I got you. You already know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me hit it. Mark?
Yeah, you already know.
Probably gonna be below 20 at kickoff.
Right?
With like 8 feet of snow.
Let's see.
Like
I see a snow game in the playoff. That'll be nice. I haven't seen one in a long time.
I mean,
13.
Let's see. The weather in Buffalo, New York during the game tomorrow is going to be a high of 29 degrees and a low of 18.
18.
Did not say it. It's gonna be like kickoff.
What about the wind factor? What about the wind factor?
Ooh, he's saying Rothstein over here.
Not too bad. It's supposed to be wind gusts of about 5 miles per hour from what I'm seeing.
Okay, so
man,
that's
goddamn OG, what you got playing, bro? I need to join in with you.
Josh Allen needs to sail on that ball.
OG sound like he got some ducks on the line over here.
Weather can be a factor. I'm just saying.
For the person that mentioned want to see a snow playoff game. There's a good chance of if the Bills advance this week, it's supposed to be snowing every day but Saturday next week.
Ooh, okay, let's see it.
Okay.
I ain't gonna be in it, but let's see it. Okay. So what you got there, OG?
First of all, man, I feel bad about Tua, man. I think a lot of players, especially quarterbacks, live for moments to get in the playoffs, and this is unfortunate for this young man. And hopefully, his health is important first, and hope he get himself, back right and healthy, so he can. It's not easy getting to the playoffs, and maybe he's young and he'll have more years to try to pursue that. I look at it like the same thing was said about us when we went to Buffalo, and we had to weather the storm, and so they didn't give us much of a chance, and that was one of the games of the year.
Yeah, the best game to me of the year.
Yeah, and so you have to know that the playoffs is a different season. It's all about heart to me. I'm sure Miami's not going to come in there, even though Tua's not playing, but I don't think they're going to lay down. I just really don't. And they keep hearing in their ear about how Buffalo going to do this and do that. I mean, that makes players come to the rides.
Yeah.
So if they play a good game, they keep it competitive. But if they keep it like the way we played them, maybe they probably can win. But if they don't come out with any kind of heart or play with any kind of resiliency or something, and I just don't really feel they're going to be able to handle them. Either way, a blowout or a close game, I'm gonna take the Bills.
Bills it is. Boy, I thought you was going to Miami for a second.
Hey, if Tua was playing,
if he was playing, I would go.
I wouldn't give a damn.
I would go.
Dan Marino was playing.
I mean, but think about it though. When the last time we saw Tua, like one of the last times you saw Tua on the field, they went up to Buffalo on a Saturday night in the cold, in the snow, and was hanging in there with Buffalo.
I understand that, but also you got to look at it like this: the momentum is going to be in Buffalo. First of all, they're playing in their element. Second of all, they're coming off DeMar Hamlin. Third of all, that crowd and everybody is expecting them to go to the Super Bowl. So there's a lot of weight on their shoulders right now.
Right, and not even just that.
A lot of weight.
Hines, the way that he played last week.
Oh,
if he
God.
plays this week like that,
right,
it's a dub.
That's a dub.
You can forget about that. You better treat him like Deshaun Jackson. Don't kick it to him.
I agree with you. Street.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna spend a lot of time. Bills. It ain't gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be close.
he said Bills.
Yeah,
Street
Bills.
just get down to it. I got a question. Got it. Oh yeah, you got.
I'm gonna go 31-14.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they beat him.
You think Skyler can score 2 touchdowns?
You know,
he can run the ball. He ain't got to pass.
Boy, throw a lot of
He got the weapons. I mean,
he had weapons last week.
He did have
both, and he has Jeff Wilson Jr.
If he first and goal on the one, hand off the.
He got Tyreek Hill, Waddle too, but you know,
and you got to think, Josh Allen, he throws interceptions, so he
he do.
Short
he
field.
do throws. Yeah, that's very.
But
true.
I think at the end of the day, they just riding this emotional wave. It's gonna be too much.
Yeah, it's gonna be too much for him.
But it can be rare though for Josh Allen.
Yeah, it could be.
Right.
We got a question out of the live chat, man. We got a question for y'all from the live chat, man. Real Jabria, she said, name the 2 top teams y'all think is going to end up in the Super Bowl.
Eagles and Bills.
Okay. Real quick, y'all. Real quick.
49ers and Bills.
Okay.
49ers and Bills.
Okay. Jags, Eagles.
Okay.
Cowboys, Kansas City.
Okay. OG.
I can't predict.
Okay. You can't go that far.
What he wanted to say was Minnesota, but
no, I can't say Minnesota. Well, I'm just saying, I know playoff football, and I just can't really just put hands on. I just can't really put hands on a dominant team. I mean, it's over with the regular season. I'm not thinking about that no more. It's over done.
Cincinnati. I'm gonna change mine to Cincinnati.
Everybody's 0-0, so you don't know what, or it's just a mystery. You don't know who. You really don't.
We got another question for y'all coming from Drunk. He said, y'all think Tua, the Dolphins quarterback next year?
I want to say yes, but
I think it's going to be Derek Carr.
I don't think he is.
What?
It's going to be Derek Carr. Derek Carr would be the perfect team for the Dolphins.
No.
Boy, that would be an excellent pickup for them.
That would be wild.
They're going to trade Derek Carr for Tua?
That would be wild.
Yes,
what about Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers to the Dolphins?
Nah.
No.
I wouldn't want Rodgers.
They gave him
Jimmy G to the Dolphins.
They gave him the whole state of Wisconsin. He ain't going.
Why are you going to give up one injured-prone quarterback for another injured-prone?
I think Derek Carr, because he can go wherever he want to go. Derek Carr can go anywhere.
I'm talking about Garoppolo.
Yeah, Derek Carr. He got the trade clause.
So. And you think they're not going to move Derek Carr for Tua? Tua gets hurt too much, and Tua throws a lot of interceptions. Derek Carr would be the perfect spot for Miami. Trust me.
He'll be a Texan.
Host. I'm host.
I know host. You gonna disagree?
You my dog. But number one, I don't think they're gonna trade him in conference. 2, and this is where I really doubt it. I don't think there's no way in hell they're gonna trade him to a team that we play next year.
Derek Carr has a trade clause.
He
can go wherever he want to go.
I know that, but I don't think the team will be willing to trade him to somebody in conference that we also got to play next year. I
agree with that.
Man, it happens all the time in the NFC East.
We did
not
it with
quarterbacks
Conley, but
no,
maybe backup quarterbacks. Not starting quarterbacks.
When he go to Miami, just apologize to me. I want roses.
Well, you need to apologize to me when he goes to Texas.
Houston? Mark, I want roses. No, I want
Yeah.
I got you.
barbecue.
I get.
Jamestown.
Hey,
I want that brisket.
hey, bro. I got you. I'll give you a gift card. They know me,
Y'all
man.
go
What's up?
My
6-2
man,
with
that's what I'm
Jarrett
talking
Stidham.
about, baby. My man.
Y'all go 6-2 with Jarrett Stidham. Derek Carr gonna be
Jared Stidham. Come on, bro. We're going to the next game
Can't
on
say it
that
with
one.
a straight face. Hold on.
We're going to there. We're going to the next game, man. The next game, matter of fact, is the New York Giants, the 9-7-1 New York Giants. They go to US Bank Stadium to take on the NFC North Division champion, 13-4, the mighty Minnesota Vikings. Yes, sir. D-Rec versus the Q-Ster. What we got here, man? Let's start this thing off with Mr. President himself.
Real quick, I just want to say, since we're talking about the Giants, I want to give a shout out to former Giants running back Peyton Hillis.
Facts.
Last I checked, he's doing really well now. He's off the ventilator. For those of y'all that don't know, he had to go to the ICU because he saved his kids from a swimming incident.
Yeah.
So
Very,
big shout out to former SEC running back Peyton Hillis. Shout out to him.
He was a beast. He was a beast.
But on the game though, man, honestly, this is the most exciting game of the weekend for me personally.
Yes, sir.
Just because of how great the first the first meeting was between these two teams. It literally came down to a 61-yard field goal for the win for Minnesota. I'm not taking that away from Q-Dog in any way, shape, or form, but I just think the Giants learned from that, and they really want their payback, and they have a chance to go ahead and right that wrong and correct it. So, D-Rec don't let me down, man. I'm taking the New York Football Giants to get the upset field goal win over the Vikings.
Okay, Giants it is. All right, Philly G.
My team has had some history with these two teams. One we beat 38-7. Sorry, OG. Another
Look at
one
you coming in here bragging.
We did beat the Giants with a 61-yard field goal the same year we won the Super Bowl, and also we just swept them this year. But I'm gonna go ahead and agree with. Nah, I ain't gonna agree with him. I'm gonna go with the Vikings.
Okay.
I'm fake. I'm gonna go ahead with the Vikings, 24-17.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember that in 2 weeks, bro.
D-Rex said, Q-Dog, you going down, bro. We're going to have all hands on deck. So, like I told you, I got something for JJ, which is Justin Jefferson.
And that's what
D-Rex shooting up.
Problem too.
You better bring it, bro.
He was about to go out there.
Yeah, you talking about Justin Jefferson, bro. You better, okay.
Because the Giants don't have no doubtful, no out, no nothing. Like they all healthy. So that's also something I'm looking at, but I'm gonna stick with it, and Vikings gonna be my choice. Okay. If y'all let me down, cool.
Okay.
If don't, great.
Okay. Hey, Philly G, if they let you down, just blame it on LSU.
I'm gonna blame D-Rec, and he gonna be getting rode by me and OG until September. How could you let this happen?
Let's see what T-Rock got.
I think this is gonna be a good game. I want to lean towards Minnesota because of the simple fact, they didn't rest their starters in the last game of the season, but I can understand why the Giants did rest their starters. And they coach, the coach for the Giants, man, he got them boys believing, like turning Daniel Jones into a solid quarterback, really. Daniel Jones, some of his best games this season, he was carving defenses up with making the correct throws and using his legs to get out of the pocket to extend plays. So I believe he's going to do that, mixed with a little bit of Saquon Barkley. But at the end of the day, it's going to come down to the playmaking ability of the wide receivers. And I can't name a wide receiver for the Giants. And Minnesota got two good wide receivers, Thielen and Justin Jefferson. And Justin Jefferson is going to want to show out in his first playoff game, prove something. So I'm going Minnesota, 35-31. Is Delvin Cook playing?
Yes, sir.
He's going to be an X factor. Florida State Seminole is going to be an X factor. ACC in the
building. I hear you, man.
Florida
I hear you.
Hey, Daniel Jones is also ACC football player.
Yeah, that's what I said. ACC in the building. Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. Thanks. Drew to the game.
Derwin James in there.
That's true.
I think this game also is going to be a good game tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be a lot of points, though. I think defensively, we're going to see a little dogfight. I don't think either team breaks over 30 points, but I do think that the Vikings hold the edge, being at home, having a great play caller, and those options on offense, Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson, Thielen, Osborne, like they got some weapons. And I don't think that this is going to be a spot where they lay an egg. This is the playoffs. So, if you skate it in, you skate it in, but I respectively, hats off to the Giants for, being relevant again. But I think Minnesota steps in and takes care of business. They got bigger plans on the horizon.
I agree with you to the game now. All right, Street.
Yeah, man. I'm interested. I can't wait to see this game here. I think the coaches are a push. I look at the coaches. I think they're a push. I think we got two good coaches. When I go down to the quarterbacks, I'll give Kirk maybe a slight edge just because of his experience level. Not much because he don't play good in big games. So I think that's what he may even out at. When I look at this game, man, Hawkinson had a big game against the Giants last game. So need to tighten that up. I think the Giants go on the road, and I think they squeeze one out, man. You just never know what you're gonna get from Minnesota. They'll beat one team, score 30 points, and then get blown out by 30.
Yeah.
I just can't trust Kirk Cousins. I'm just not there yet. Give me squeeze it out in a low scoring game. I say 23-21.
Yeah, that is low scoring for a play. Yeah, I agree with you. It's low scoring for a playoff game.
So at some point it'll be 21-20.
Okay. OG, hey man, center stage. You finally got your division back like you wanted. You finished the season 13-4. Congratulations to the Minnesota Vikings. Brother, what do you got to do to get rid of these pesky New York Giants?
Well, my thing is that one of the linemen was quoted this week as saying that last time when they was at U.S. Bank that it wasn't as loud as he thought it was. Boy, he made a terrible mistake because tomorrow the decibel level will be so loud. Look, it's gonna be different than he heard last time. He think that went loud. And my thing is that when you go into the playoffs, I'm big on being competitive in your division. When it comes to the two top dogs in the division, the Cowboys and the Eagles, they're 0-4. 0-4. So you win. You'll get your wins by playing outside. Both of your wins by playing outside the team that's outside your division. And so you're not coming in as strong as you should be. Our offensive line, we lost one of our offensive linemen, Brian O'Neill, our all-pro offensive boogie lineman. We got getting Bradbury back. And so we still got Darisaw is a top-rated offensive lineman. So I know that we have more dogs than they have. And just like T-Rock was saying, that when it comes down to making plays, we got Justin Jefferson, Thielen, we got Hawkinson, we got Osborne. I mean, but when you start to name their dogs, who can you say? You could say Saquon Barkley, and then you say the quarterback, but he extends plays. He's a problem when he extends plays, but if we can keep that down, they really don't have nobody to really go to. So if we can just make it, we could just play our ball, play our Viking football.
There you go.
and do the things that we do, I think that we will be victorious and we will move on from the New York Giants. D-Rec, I don't really think I congratulate you for getting in, but I don't think you have enough. I just don't think you have enough to beat the mighty Minnesota Vikings. I mean, it just as a residue, because when we're talking about dogs, people that you can count on to make plays, you know, the 4th and 18, the Justin Jeffersons, you know, y'all don't have that type of player. So I think that will be key for us, and I think that's what will allow us to move on.
So should I go ahead and play the Hit the Road, Jack?
Hey, host, I got a question.
Oh, mama, don't you treat me so mean. You the meanest woman that I ever seen. I guess if you say so. D-Rec, gotta pack
I got a
up
question.
things and go. What's up, man?
So I'm not the host or the matchmaker of the show, but if somehow, some way, D-Rec's Giants can pull off the upset against the Vikings, does D-Rec get another shot at the NBA Trivia Championship?
No, that's something entirely different, Mark. I mean, what you talking about? You talk about the Minnesota Vikings.
Look, Mark want to see an NBA Trivia Showdown. Mark,
I'll tell you the hell, that's my crown.
Mark wants to see an NBA Trivia
He ain't gonna never get that one. How many times I beat him in a row? 6 times?
4.
D-Rec, I tried.
He ain't worthy enough. Yeah, he ain't worthy enough, Mark. I can't.
Mark wants to see it.
D-Rec, I tried to help you out, homie, man.
Yeah, he tried, bro. Mark wants to see it right now.
Nah.
Debris, she said, okay, on the real base, on the highest scores, would rather see Vikings versus Bills, 49ers versus Vikings, or 49ers and Bills?
Oh, they're keeping the Vikings in there hard, I see.
Oh,
okay. Well, I like that.
She knows some football there. Okay. Go ahead, sister. Go ahead. Drunk said Giants had a nice season, but this is where it ends. Give me Q-Dog Vikings.
There we go, baby. There you go, Drunk.
Wall Street, you my dog.
That's my boy. You know it.
Vikings lose this game. That Kirk Cousins Twitter slander gonna be legendary if the Vikings lose.
He won't wear that gold chain.
He gonna choke up.
Well, ice him out, huh?
He gonna choke out.
Kirk Thuggins, baby. Kirk Thuggins.
That's only on the way game. That's the only one.
D-Rec said, I done told you that you're going down at home, so get your bags ready and clean out your locker. Okay, it's over.
How you like that, man? See,
what's wrong with this dude, man? What's wrong with him?
He's a hope.
And then all of a sudden, an ass whooping happens, and then you're sitting there like, "Oh, my team lost."
Right. He has a lot of crow. You need to defend that little cuz. I want it. Okay. You want that title. You want the NBA title.
No. You ain't gonna get it. You ain't worthy enough.
All right, man. 2 more
D-Rec,
games.
I tried, bro.
2 more. Yeah, he tried, bro. He tried. 2 more games. Here we go, fellas. Next game. AFC North Division game.
I forgot all about that one.
10-7 Baltimore Ravens. Ball So Hard University. As they go to Paul. Is it Paul Brown? I think they changed the name now.
It's AFC, not Paul Brown no more.
No, it's something else now. I can't remember. But it's the they facing the defending AFC champions, and they are the AFC North Division champions.
No, they not called First Energy Stadium. That's Cleveland, right?
It's Cleveland. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's called Paycor Stadium.
Okay, yeah.
Paycor. Okay.
You know your assistant got
Cincinnati. So the 12-4 Cincinnati Bengals. Let's start this thing off, man. Let's just start it off with rock. Ravens or the Bengals. And this is Lamar Jackson.
as we was talking about the Ravens doing our production meeting, they got a little friction in there. Got a wide receiver who ain't caught a pass all season, dogging their franchise quarterback. So I think that friction is going to manifest onto the field a little bit. But I do see this game out of all the games that's on the slate. This game is going to be the one where you got to bring your lunch pail because Baltimore ain't walking into that stadium not trying to win a game. They're going to be ready. And their defense going to keep them in the game.
Absolutely.
It's just that I don't know how their offense is going to look without the dynamic of Lamar Jackson extending those plays. Because Lamar cooks Cincinnati when he's out there on the field. And the Ravens are a totally different team.
Facts.
When Lamar Jackson is out there leading.
That is very, very true.
But I'm gonna have to go with the much more experienced quarterback in this game, Joe Cool, Mr. Burrow. He led this team all the way to the Super Bowl last year with that banged up offensive line. So I see him going to Jamar Chase early in this game. So I'm going with Cincinnati. I got Cincinnati winning 27-13.
Yeah.
Because Tyler, I mean, that Huntley is going to be the quarterback, right? Or
yeah,
is it
but
gonna
he's
be the
good
guy?
though. Huntley. But
it's going to be the
good
dude
though.
Brown. Is it going to be Huntley or Brown?
They ain't say it yet. They ain't say it yet.
It's game time decision for a quarterback?
They just hadn't said yet.
Damn.
Because he was dealing with an injury as well. I thought he was going to start last week, Tyler Huntley, when they
wanted
the guy
to
Brown
say
in there. I didn't know who that dude was.
They wanted to give him another week to rest.
So I mean, if they start Tyler Huntley, then the game will be much closer than what the experts predict.
They're gonna have to say something soon. The odds makers need to make their
pick. They already made their lines. That's set. And he said Snoop Huntley said he's 90 to 99%.
Oh, they already set the line. Okay.
So he playing.
Okay.
He will.
So yeah,
they just ain't set.
I'm gonna change my score prediction since Huntley's playing. I got the score being at least 28-20. Tyler Huntley can get the Ravens in a position where they can at least score.
Absolutely.
And we already know how reliable Justin Tucker is. Tucker can put up 12 points by himself. So.
Facts. Unbelievable kicker. Philly G.
I think we all love Justin Tucker. I do, especially in fantasy. But I'm not picking the Ravens in this one, and I'm sorry, Drew. Man, it's a division game though, so it could go either way. You got the Ravens coming in here, like T-Rock said. They're not coming in here to just be here. They're here to play a game. They're going to be playing to win the game. But then you got the Bengals defending their turf, and they're going to have a whole bunch of who they chants going on. Give me the Bengals, man.
The Bengals? Bengals it is.
And the score will be 31-30.
Whoa. Okay. Okay, put some respect on it.
It won't be no cakewalk for the Bengals, and the Ravens not going to make it let them have a cakewalk.
Wow. Holy hell. 31-30. Okay.
Yeah, to fight to get this W.
Word. Drunk said if they had Lamar, I'll be rolling with True, but give me Bengals. Give me the Bengals.
The Bungles.
Bangs. The Bungles, yeah, right?
Sorry, Drew. It's all love. Roll Tide, but if Lamar was playing, I would pick Lamar by 1,000, but you know.
Mr. President. Ravens, Bengals.
Sorry, due to the game. Give me the Bengals.
Bengals.
I'm wishing the Bengals win just so Drew to the game can finally get what he wants in a new offensive coordinator. So
yeah, that's it.
Drew to the game is such a positive brother, bro. Everybody just shooting for him, right?
But no Bill O'Brien. No Bill O'Brien. Hell no.
They got love for you, Drew to the game. They got love for you, baby. Let's go with the OG.
Oh man. When it comes to the Baltimore Ravens, playoff record doesn't look too good. I don't know if they ever been to an NFC championship. I can never recall. Now without Lamar Jackson, it doesn't really look too good. You got Burrow that's been last year and made it all the way to the Super Bowl. This is a divisional rivalry. I know this is a playoff game, and I know that they're not going to come in and lay down. But I think that Cincinnati will have a little too much for them and not having their top man there. So, yeah, give me Cincinnati on those.
Bengals it is. The Bongos. Street.
Yeah, man. I think this game gonna be close. It's a division ball game. The Ravens D always come to play. They held in the last game. They held Burrow to 5.1 yards a pass, so they was all over him. It was a tough fought battle. I just think the edge comes in the quarterback, man. Them not having Lamar Jackson, I think that's where the edge will be. That's where they found their problem in. So give me Cincinnati 24-20.
24-20. Cincinnati. This is unanimous here, it seems like. Due to the game, man. You only bird in the coop, baby. Only bird in the coop, man. What's the game plan though? Because I know you're gonna go out fighting.
The stage is set. Is that
yes,
everybody?
Sir. Yes, sir.
The stage is set.
Okay.
So y'all unanimous against my boys, and I don't blame you. No Lamar. They still ain't named the starter yet for the quarterback, but I still believe it's gonna be Snoop. Rock said it best. It's gonna be one of them lunch pail games, and I think that's why they flexed it to Sunday night. This is gonna be one of them games where you're gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, did you see that?"
Yeah.
But I do know with Cincinnati, there's some bitterness there, some bitter feelings. Yeah. The Bengals like to say we love to play against the Ravens because all they do is talk. Our guys don't do a lot of talking. It's the other team that likes to chirp and say, we got this toy, we got that toy. Mm-hmm. I mean, last week, if you would have saw the game, you would have thought that they would have ran away with it. Mm-hmm. But they didn't. They lost. The Ravens lost to the third string quarterback with other starters out on offense. Mm-hmm. That line was out. I do know that the Bengals are missing their starting right guard and their starting right tackle. Mm-hmm. And yeah, our defense is going to come in and bring a little punch. But I'm going to be real. I really don't see how in the world the Ravens are going to pull this thing out with Greg Roman still the OC. It's y'all. I done said it once. I done said it a million times.
Yeah, bro. You've been saying it all year long.
Said it a million times. Free Lamar, get Roman out of there, get us a new OC, and we'll be straight. Bengals should take care of business, but I'm gonna be that oddball. I'm gonna take the Ravens.
That's right, baby. Stick with your guns, baby. Stick with your gun.
I will also add Patrick Queen will be a factor in this game. That's why I said 31-30.
And we need to score more than just field goals. Tucker is
and
solid.
Don't forget Roquan Smith.
Touchdowns.
Oh yeah, Roquan just got Roquan
$100 million man
signed. He bought the ball.
That secret weapon though is Justin Tucker, man. Tucker is phenomenal, phenomenal kicker, man.
Roquan's first playoff game.
Facts.
Ravens gonna have to score touchdowns though, because as much as Tucker is how big of an X factor he is, he keeps a lot of the team. He keeps teams that the Ravens play in the games, because when the Ravens score a touchdown, like when we played the Ravens this year, and I was watching the game, and I seen that we was stopping the Ravens on the red zone and forcing them to kick field goals, that kept our confidence up in that game that we can go down and score a touchdown on them, because we was holding them to field goals. Mm-hmm. If the Ravens come out throwing that first punch, scoring touchdowns, it's gonna be a long day. I think it's gonna be a long day for Cincinnati, but I don't got it. I don't got Cincinnati just like how we always one accord with the Buffalo Bills game. Mm-hmm. The Cincinnati and Ravens game, it's gonna be some shockers there. I do see that.
Yeah. And then also to add, I think that second half last week against the Bengals, they didn't score.
Mm-hmm. This is gonna be again
with their starters,
right? This is a rival game, so this is gonna be hard fought, man. And I mean, like Q said, man, this is you just never know in the playoffs, man. Is what we least expect. So I mean, hey, go both ways.
It's hard to beat a team
2 times
in the season.
Let them go free.
That's right. Last game, fellas. Last game of the first NFL playoff first round. The 12-5 Dallas Cowboys. They take a trip down south to Raymond James Stadium to take on the NFC South Division champion, 8-9 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's start this thing off, man. Oh.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey.
No doubt. No doubt. Shout out, baby. Shout out. Let's start this thing off with the Hall of Famer himself. Q Diggity. Diggity.
Oh, man. I tell you what, it doesn't look good for the Cowboys when you face Tom Brady. He's beaten them multiple times. Like I say, the records will be 0-0. We'll play a playoff game. Dak Prescott doesn't look good going in. He's the leading interception risk quarterback. And you come in to a playoff and when throwing interceptions like that doesn't look good for your team.
I'm almost done.
I really feel that I want to go with the Cowboys because I think they're a better team, but with the way Dak is playing and the way we're talking about Tom Brady here, and he got the reign over them, and they're playing in Tampa. I think the Cowboys go back to their history of being 1-out. Give me Tampa Bay.
You should be ashamed of yourself, Q, though.
Hey, look, hey, Street. Look who laughing at you, Street.
Oh, God. Yes, you go.
She said, Fella D said, Tampa Bay Buccaneers go hard game. Okay, Bucks fan. See, I think it's a blowout for the Cowboys. Okay, they're drunk. Said Cowboy for the. Okay.
Good man. That's a good man, right? I ain't never met him. That's a good man, though.
Billy G. Got the Bucks or the Cowboys.
Did you have to ask?
I know, just for the record.
For the record, I hate Tom Brady, but I hate that goddamn star more. Give me Tom Brady 34-28.
Oh, man.
Oh, I'm sorry, 35-28. My bad.
I said Bucks for life. Oh, I got a Tampa Bay Buck fan. Okay. Tampa Bay. All right. Drew to the game.
Monday night banger.
Yes, sir. I will be there watching. I'll probably stay up all night watching them. I gotta go to work, but I stay up all
work
night.
late, so I won't be watching.
Neither one of these teams is coming in hot. Neither one of them. And if they are, they a hot mess. It don't look good. It don't look good. I ain't ever seen the likes of what I seen last Sunday. I was in shock, in utter shock when I saw what I saw. I just you can't go down to Tampa with that. I don't know if you can wash that stench off. I take TB12. I'm sorry. I've watched enough to know anything can happen with Tom. I'll take the Bucks. I don't. The Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde thing with Dallas makes me like, I can't. In good faith, I can't pick the Cowboys right now. I can't do it right now.
Dak throws too many picks. It's hard to trust a quarterback that does that.
Jesus, Street. He looking
but
good.
Something's going on, and I don't know if it's quick fix, so I just don't know.
Say Tampa it is, huh?
Yeah.
Tampa Bay sends the Cowboys home, D-Rex says.
See, I pick his G-Man. He go against my Cowboys, and I pick his G-Man.
You joined the call.
Cute up. Yeah, I know. Enjoy the call. What you mean?
Oh, Lord have mercy. Come on.
Bonnie needs to you need to subscribe.
You finally come to
and
your
join the
senses.
Yeah, I finally came to my senses.
Because you're going against the Cowboys.
hey, host.
Yes, sir.
I think the Bucks fan wants to get on the panel. So, like, just give them the info on how to jump in and get a part of the team.
Oh, send us an email, man. The Rooter Sports podcast@gmail.com.
For all the listeners out there.
That's right. Tell them again. True to the game. My walking Bill boy. Get him.
Get him.
Yes, sir. Get him. Rock. The Rock.
I'm at, even though Wall Street went against my team. I gotta give a couple shout outs. Shout out to my wife and my father-in-law. They Cowboys fans. My best friend, Cowboy fan.
Good people.
One of my young bulls. He a Tampa Bay Bucks fan. Him and his brother. They going at it this week. Bucks and Cowboys. So I'm going with the Cowboys.
Okay.
In the upset. And the reason I'm going with the Cowboys is because Tom Brady is undefeated against the Dallas Cowboys and against Dak Prescott. And that's been going viral on Instagram. Him talking to Mike Evans. Mike Evans asked him, "You 6-0 against the Cowboys?" Tom Brady said, "Yeah, I just looked it up this morning and found out I was 6-0 against the Cowboys." So, make a long story short, I think that the Cowboys rely more on their run game to keep Tom Brady on that sideline. And I think Dak is going to silence his naysayers from last week. Like I said, the Cowboys come up here to the DMV area, and they always sometimes they lay an egg up here every other year that they play up here against the Commanders or Redskins. So it was due. It was due for it. If they play them early in the season up here, they usually beat the Redskins. But late in the season, in December, November, they come up here. That cold weather kind of gets to them a little bit. So I got Dallas sending Brady home. 35-38. I think Dak Prescott throws a game-winning touchdown to CeeDee Lamb to send them boys home.
Dallas is a great team where they make a mistake. When they make mistakes, they usually capitalize on it. So I can see where Rock is going with on that. If they're gonna make them, and another thing about Dallas, they punch in the mouth early. They go for the juggler, and I believe Dallas is like second or third in the league or something like that in first quarter touchdowns, first possession.
If Brady and them get the ball first and go 3 and out, put Dallas in a position where Dak can rely on that run game. Because see, a lot of people sleeping. Yeah, Ezekiel Elliott ain't the same that he was when he first came in the league because he got a lot of miles on his body as being a runner, But this is playoff time. I believe they're gonna rely a little bit more on him and Tony Pollard to keep Tom Brady on that sideline. Because the best way to beat Tom Brady in the playoffs is keeping him on that sideline. Don't give him no opportunities. You can't give him no opportunities to beat you.
Totally agree.
And I think they D-line going to show up. Michael Parsons been, you got to put an APB on Michael Parsons right now because we couldn't find him over the last 2 weeks. But I think he show out this week.
Right.
I think he show out on Monday. I'm sorry. Yeah, Monday. Martin Luther King Day.
I get you on that, bro. Drunk says it's a lot of dogs on the Cowboys defense, and I guarantee they want to retire Brady. Direct Wall Street, I just can't pick the Cowboys. It's not in my
DNA. My man, I understand, Playboy.
He is 7-0. On Monday, he will be 8-0 against the Cowboys.
All good things come to an end.
Right. Mr. President.
I got to give a shout out to my mom. The woman that's responsible for me being here on this earth. She's a very, very big Dallas Cowboys fan, and
great lady.
She inspired my pick today because yesterday she had the nerve to come talking shit about my Raiders and my Derek Carr situation. So I'm being petty again. and I'm picking the Buccaneers, man.
Oh, you going with
Every time I want
it,
bro, every time I want to pick y'all, something petty come up, and I just can't do it, man.
Shout out to the mom.
I did my man James Washington dirty. My mom talking junk about Derek Carr and the Raiders. I can't pick y'all this week, man.
I hate that damn star.
Shame
they talk
on
shit on everybody, bro. They talk shit on everybody.
D-Rex
they
said Rock
delusional
Dak.
as hell.
He said Rock Dak will throw the game winner for Tampa.
Yeah.
Pick 6.
Don't say that.
And how ironic, Mark, because my mom's is a Cowboy fan. She loved it. She loved Michael Irvin, man. Michael Irvin was
my mother was Dallas Cowboy fan ever since she was in kindergarten.
You know what I'm saying? My mom, she loved Michael Irvin, boy.
My mother liked Emmitt Smith and Troy Aikman, but she never became a Dallas fan.
Yeah, and I remember. Long story short, everybody used to, when Dallas played Buffalo in that Super Bowl, I was a little kid, and everybody came over. And my mom, boy, there go Michael Irvin. She just love Michael Irvin, bro. She's a Cowboy fan.
Good people.
I got a sister that's a Cowboys fan. Another one's a Giants fan. I'm a diehard Eagles fan.
There you go.
And my homeboy, man, he rest in peace. He was a diehard Dallas fan. There was a lot of times where me and him got into arguments that turned into fist fights over the football game.
God, man.
So it was bad. But that
Drew
was
McIntyre and Sheamus?
That was my boy.
Yeah. I got a good therapist. I got a good therapist now.
I talk shit about my Eagles. I talk shit about the Cowboys. Somebody get rocked in the mouth. That's how it goes.
Yeah, I need some help.
I miss my homeboy.
As a church down the street. Wall Street.
Yes, sir.
Dallas Cowboy fan, sir. A lot of people is expecting you to make this first round exit, man. I know you beg to differ, sir. So what is the game plan going into Raymond James Stadium Monday night, sir? Center stage.
And we hate to disappoint, the haters out there, but I see T-Rock said he think we're gonna have to rely on our run game. I sort of disagree with that. Vita Vea and them big boys up front, man, they make it tough to run.
Yes, sir.
I think this game is gonna be won with us stopping the run, first of all, because Big Lenny, playoff Lenny, he only had a 100-yard game, and it was against us the first game of the season. He ran for 127 yards against us. So we're gonna have to stop the run, number one. Number two, we got to make Brady uncomfortable. We got to make him uncomfortable. We got to get after him. We got to put some heat on him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Dak is going to win this game by passes to Dalton Schultz, the tight ends. They have problems covering tight ends. So Dalton Schultz, Tony Pollard out the backfield, some type of way putting him up against those linebackers and having them cover him in pass protection. I think that's the way that we're going to have to win this game. I see our defense making one turnover for us. Maybe a pick six, a strip sack, something like that. And we edge this game out, 25-20. I think it's going to be a low scoring game. I don't think it's going to be a very high scoring game. I say 25-20 because, Tampa Bay is who they are. They've been bad all year. So I'm not going to all of a sudden think that they're going to be these world beaters. They've been bad all year. I know the OG said the regular season don't count, but I think it is who you are. You play the regular season for a reason. And, they've been a bad team. They've been up and down. They backed their way into the playoff with a losing record. So, I think we go in there. I really want to say we put it on them, but I'm going to give Tom Brady a little respect and say that he keeps the game close. Just from his experience, he can keep the game close. But I think if we can stop the run and let Trayvon Diggs travel with Evans, let him travel with Evans. I'm not worried about Gage and the other receivers. I only worry about the big play from Evans. So we get Diggs on him. I think we can stall these boys out, and we'll go ahead and take care of this.
You said a name, Trayvon Diggs. Do you actually believe in this guy? Because
yes,
this is a guy who went from 11 interceptions to like maybe 1 or 2.
They're not throwing his way as much this year, and he covered him the first game. He had one touchdown catch, but he only had 47 yards passing. Mike Evans, So I like Trayvon against him much better than I like Nashawn Wright against him. So give me Trayvon against their best receiver, and let's play some football. Let's put Parsons, move him around, put him over that center, and go right up in front of Brady's face because Brady don't like the pressure up the middle.
Very true, you don't.
Yeah,
very true.
Wall Street, question for you.
Yes, sir.
Because the sports media world has been talking about it all week. from the perspective of you being like a realistic Cowboys fan, should y'all lose Monday night, do you think this is the end of Mike McCarthy in Dallas? Or
I see everybody want to put it on Mike McCarthy. I don't, man. I don't put it on him, man. We got 2 12-win seasons back to back. We ain't had that in years, yo. And I've been a Cowboys fan for a long time. So I don't put it on Mike McCarthy. I think if we lose this game, depending on how Dak look, I think the clock is ticking on Dak after that. I think we got another guarantee a year on him. But after that year, I think the clock is ticking, man. We got to start making decisions, especially if he come out here and he stink it up. So, I blame a lot of things on the players more than I do McCarthy. I think McCarthy keep our boys in position to win.
You think just like I think, because it's not all about the coaching. It's more the players. The coach's job is just to tell you to go here and there, but it's up to the players to execute.
Yeah, holding penalties.
Yeah, we can't be so quick to jump on the coach, and don't get me wrong, coaches they need to own it because they dial the wrong plays, they dial some dumb plays sometimes, but I mean, hey, they got more experience than we do. I have
more problems with my offensive coordinator than I do my head coach, to be quite honest with you, man. Sometimes I think he get away from the run too fast and get pass happy sometimes.
I'm not gonna run my mouth too much on it, but one thing I do not like what Kellen Moore called is when you run CeeDee Lamb on those end around.
Yeah,
that is dumb.
He always do dumb trick plays and make us lose yards.
That is dumb. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Q-Dog.
I got a question for Wall Street. Wall Street. So you saying that if y'all do lose this game, that it probably would be that y'all got questions on Dak Prescott. So you're trying to say it's NFC Championship or Super Bowl or bust. That's what you're saying for Dak Prescott.
Dak got to at least win 2 playoff games, man. He got to at least win 2.
NFC Championship.
Get there. Yeah, at least get there. Yeah, to the NFC Championship.
He needs to get to the NFC Championship for him to stay.
I don't even think he got to win the NFC. Yeah, I don't think he even got to win.
Yeah, just to get there. Just to get there.
Yeah, just get there.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. If he don't at least get them there, it's time to do some other things.
Yeah, it's time
because investor, you paid them and everything, so he can at least get you there.
Yeah,
so if they can't get you there, it's time to move on.
Yeah, damn. How big would that be?
Hey, this is the year to do it, man. It's not a lot of big time quarterbacks in the NFC that he's gonna have to go through. You got an aging Tom Brady. And if we can get through there, Kirk Cousins, Purdy, those
I think that's embarrassing. I think that's embarrassing to lose your job as a starting quarterback.
You gonna eat them words. Leave Kurt alone.
It's a different animal being a starter.
Leave my cousin alone. Yeah. Hey, let's talk about my cousin.
I think it's very, very, very embarrassing to lose your job. The Cowboys.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Dak started playing terrible when he got paid all that money. Like, they did good. Like you said, last season they played good. They did great last season. Yeah, like 3 1,000-yard receivers, right?
Removed from ankle surgery, man.
I get that.
Yeah.
But there's always a but. You've had all these years to get to the NFC Championship or at least the Super Bowl. You've had these great seasons, barring the injury. What have you done? So yeah, I agree with Washington.
It's at least
championship or a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but it's at least the NFC Championship. That's what teams AFC or NFC Championship they strive to get to at least that point, and then you can build to get to that upper level. But you got to get there. You got to get there. You just can't have one and done. You just can't keep piling up one and done.
On Monday, I think I'll get rid of that.
Listen, that's a tall task.
Damn. Dallas is well enough. Dallas is an NFC Championship type caliber team.
Dak ain't going nowhere.
They have been.
That's Jerry Jones' boy. He not going nowhere.
I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
He grew up a Cowboys fan. He gonna be a Cowboys. I think he's gonna be a Cowboys fan until
he's gonna be a Cowboy for long if he keep throwing these pick sixes.
You said it. I agree with that. He got to get on with them pick sixes, man. He got to come to play today, man.
Because you got a backup that can play that spot like a starter. So don't think he can't be replaced.
They not
Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush, man.
Come on, bro.
He's a backup.
I hope they play a game like Cooper Rush. Running very conservative. I want him to have a conservative game. I want to see Dak about 250 yards passing, about 25 attempts, and we run the ball. You know what I mean? I don't want him. He start getting up in them 30, 40-yard attempts, man. We lose.
I'm a diehard Eagles fan talking about the Cowboys and how good Cooper Rush is.
Philly G, my
I'm
brother.
being serious, bro.
Philly G, you my brother. You my best son-in-law.
Oh no,
I got mad respect for
when
you.
you talked about that Big 12 nonsense. No,
Hey,
I don't
bro.
want to hear it.
Hey, bro.
I don't want to hear it.
The Cowboys be better off with Christian Hackenberg as their quarterback than Cooper Rush. Get out of here.
Oh, you're wilding, bro.
Whoa.
Don't y'all need a quarterback after Derek Carr?
That's beside the point. We got somebody better than Cooper Rush.
Christian Hackenberg.
He said Christian Hackenberg.
Hey, Philly G, whatever happened to Matt McGloin?
I'd rather have him than Cooper Rush. I'd rather have
y'all
DeMarcus
giving me a
Russell
headache.
Rush,
Stop
bro.
naming
Yo, what's up with the Cooper Rush slander? He went 4-1 this year, man.
It's a petty thing, bro.
Hey,
he took away a national championship from my Cowboys, bro. I don't like
Cam Newton. Yeah, right.
Cam Newton fell off a long time ago. You need to let that go.
Check out what Drunk say. Drunk said, if somebody told y'all tomorrow Dak and Tom would both throw 3 picks each, would that change y'all picks?
No.
Hell no. Tampa would still win.
It would if me and Wall Street have talked about it a bunch. But if Kellen Moore would call more screenplays than Tony Pollard, I would pick them.
Yeah, he don't call that much.
Don't screen the whole game, man. We don't run screens. I don't get it.
Yeah.
He said I'm serious. You got to figure it out. Everybody.
I think the last time y'all ran a screen was when y'all touched up Minnesota this year.
Yeah.
You did.
Tony Pollard was cooking him off them screens.
Was
that play where Tony Pollard ran for the touchdown?
Because they weren't playing in the flat. That was on them. They weren't playing in the flats.
Was that the play where Tony Pollard ran for the touchdown?
Yeah.
For one of them?
They're athletic. So.
That's the only way the Giants will beat the Vikings if they play quarters defense. If they play quarters, spread your ass. Pause. But that's the only way. You know what I'm saying? Spread them. Yeah. That's the only way. Play quarters defense. Play quarters, man. That's all you got to do, man. That's all you got to do. That's the name of the game.
What the host looking at?
We just had a moment.
I got a couple screens right here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't see my screen. I got a couple screens over there. I got 3 on
There's
right
free
now.
entertainment, y'all. Go ahead and subscribe and hit that like button.
You ain't lying, baby.
Yo, he said Tom from the Boondocks. I am dead.
Because if you know, you know. If you know Philly G, you know, bro. That one nightmare he had, bro.
Yeah, that man did not want to go to jail, cuz.
I get my booty.
I watch that shit all the time, bro. That shit had me dying.
Well, hey, the NFL playoff predictions is in for the first round of the 2022-23 NFL playoffs. We will see Tuesday. We will see Tuesday who will be the king of the mountain for the round 1. Will it be Wall Street? Will it be T-Rock? Will it be Philly G? Will it be the legend, Q-Dog? Will it be Drew to the game or the king of the mountain of the regular season, Young Mark? Who will it be? Who will it be, man? So the predictions is over. Now we at the last part of the show, ladies and gentlemen. We all
break the curse, T-Rock. Break the curse.
All right, man. We have some trivia here. We have trivia. No doubt, Drunk. Appreciate you, Drunk. Drunk always positive, man. No doubt, man. No doubt.
That's why he's live chat MVP, man.
All day.
MVP. MVP.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have an NFL, NFL Trivia Showdown here. The champion, T-Rock. He's defending his title against Philly G. Are you gentlemen ready?
Yeah.
All right. And before I get started, man, I got 3 former NFL Trivia champions right here, man. So let me get some predictions from the three wise men, I should say. who you got? Q Dog, Philly G, or T Rock?
Seeing the way T Rock played last time, he pretty sharp, so I'm gonna roll with him.
Rock it is. Drew to the game.
Man, great love for both of y'all, but looks like Rock got the belt, so I'm gonna stand behind the belt.
Going with the champ.
Good luck, though, G. Good luck, though, G.
Mr. Appreciate President.
Hey man, it's a curse on that championship, bro. The last time somebody beat me for it, they lost their right after title defense. So, but T-Rock is sharp as all get out. That's my dog. So,
Rock unanimous here.
T-Rock.
Tony Romo 2.0 is that.
D-Rep me, boy. I tell you.
Much like Geno Smith said, they wrote me off. I never wrote back.
There you go. There you go, baby.
Breakup.
That's true.
All right, let's get this trivia showdown on the go here, man. I'm gonna turn it over to Howard Finkel.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Real 2 Sports NFL Trivia Championship.
All right, titles on the line, man. The rules of the game, man. Seven questions.
I'm right here. Nah, I'm still here, right?
So we can't see you.
Can I see me now? I can see. It's so I'm in this way.
We can hear you. Can't see you.
That's pretty crazy. Hold on, let me leave and come back.
Okay. We're waiting on Rock for a second here.
Them nerves getting to him, boy. Palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms is heavy.
Oh, you don't hit that 8 mile on him. Still ain't letting him in. All right. Here we go. Rules of the game, man. 7 questions will be asked. Whoever have the most after the 7 will be the champion. The champion always goes first. Rock, here we go. What NFL cornerback deliberately broke? I spelled it wrong. Receiver Michael Crabtree necklace in a game.
Akeem to lead.
Oh Lord, goodness gracious, he's starting off gate. He is starting off gate. Y'all know, right? You're doing one of your rules in the queue.
Yes, sir. That's the only way to do it.
Yes, sir. Philly G, sir. Are you ready, sir?
I think so.
Here we go. Heart is beating. I hear it.
God damn, I get the wrong question.
Confident.
What is called? Oh, damn. What is it called when a new professional sports franchise selects players from all other teams in the league to form their own team?
Isn't it a trade?
Damn.
You have 10 seconds, sir.
Uh-oh.
I want to say it's called a trade, but I know it's not.
You better say something in 5 seconds.
Trade.
No. Rock.
Expansion draft.
Expansion draft it is.
Tony Baselli went to the first expansion draft to the Houston, Texas when he left Jacksonville.
Look at him. Look at him. All right, Philly G. He stole that from you. Let's get on the board now. Let's get on the board, Philly G. Who was the commissioner of the NFL before Roger Goodell?
Is it on me or Philly G?
It's on Philly G.
I can see his face, but I can't think of the name.
Hello.
Why am I back?
I got you.
I don't know, bro. I don't know that one because I can see his face, but I can't think of the name.
Okay. Rock, Tino.
We taking it back like the old NBA first round playoffs with a 3-0. Paul Tagliabue.
Who?
Paul Tagliabue.
Paul Tagliabue, man.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that one. I'm thinking
He was the one in between Rozelle and Goodell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he was one in between Pete Rozelle.
Yeah.
All right, Philly G. Come on now, Philly G. You down 3-0.
Get on the board, baby.
Last time we seen this when you went against the OG. And that wasn't good.
I got. It happened against me too.
Look, still like his mouth still sore. Go ahead on.
So wait, how many points is still left? It's only 4 points left, right?
You can go ahead,
bro. If you don't get this one right, you done.
Yeah, come on.
You in sudden death right now.
Your mouth still sore.
Give me the question.
Here we go. In 2014, which NFL team went the entire season without completing a touchdown pass to a wide receiver?
Damn.
I'm bringing the funk today.
Price.
I had no idea.
The Browns were still playing bad around that time. But I don't think it was the Browns. Whole season without completing a touchdown pass.
Who could that be?
This might stomp me a little bit.
Dude, there were so many bad teams at the time.
Well, give me one.
I'm going to say, fuck it. I'm going to say the Browns.
Nope. Rock.
2014, which NFL team went the entire season without completing a touchdown pass to a wide receiver?
That somewhere.
2014.
Drunk cheer for you, G. He said,
it wasn't San Francisco. Because they had Colin Kaepernick at that time.
10 seconds.
I'm going to go with the loss. I'm going to go with the St. Louis Rams. Were they still St. Louis, right?
They were still St. Louis, but that's not the answer.
Okay, hey, I'm still.
Kansas
City?
Yeah, it was a big deal. Yeah.
And
we got our first. Hey,
and they closed the book on that.
Hey, we got our first
year.
It was like one of his first 2 years, yeah. But Dwayne Bowe, it was a big story because Dwayne Bowe didn't catch a single touchdown. Yeah. And if I recall, a certain team got their first win of the season against that team that year. But you know,
who was that, y'all?
Yeah. That was a good game.
Here we go.
So it's on me now, right?
Drug said this is a blowout, but he's some fire crowd. Hey man.
They are, bro. Like
they are like that first question when they're saying that.
Because Mark told me, Mark said I need to bring the thunder.
Yeah.
Bring it.
Hey,
that
dope,
and the lightning.
Well, you should have brought it the next week, not this week.
Yeah, hey man, if you're gonna challenge for the NFL Trivia Championship, man,
I'm gonna let you know right now. I blame you.
Oh, Q.
Bro.
All right. Philly G's back on you now. Here we go.
Let's get this thing, baby.
Who was the first coach to ever win both a major college football championship and a Super Bowl?
Wasn't that Pete Carroll?
No, sir.
I missed that.
Yeah.
You should know this one, G.
Wasn't that Jimmy Johnson? Miami and Dallas?
Bro.
Hey, get him up out of here.
Because he won one with Miami, then he went on to win with Dallas.
Hey, for the record.
He won 2 with Miami.
He would coach at Oklahoma State as well. We know.
You already know, bro.
He ain't win one there, though.
He was an assistant coach with Oklahoma State under wasn't he under Barry Switzer there?
He was the head coach at OSU.
Okay.
He was our head coach.
And then he went to Miami.
Won two titles with Miami.
Catholics versus convicts.
Then won 3 titles with Dallas.
2.
I'm mad.
No, two, right?
He didn't get that.
He
Yeah,
won 2 with Dallas, right?
OG, what's going on,
Dirty.
OG? What's going on, OG?
Seems like you need some more gauze pad put in the mouth.
Sweet, okay.
Come on, Philly G.
Oh,
You got
God,
drunk
don't look
yesterday.
good for you, but you need to get off that trivia. You good, you good. Your team is good, but you need to get off that trivia.
Oh, dang.
Nah,
Gee.
that ain't funny.
Here we go,
If you
Philly.
come at the champ, you can't miss.
What
Bro.
round, Philly G, was Dak Prescott drafted in?
I want to say he was a 3rd round draft pick, but that's wrong. So I'm gonna say 2nd.
No, sir.
No,
That's your final answer.
nah.
You gave me 2 of them. Come on,
Oh,
Rock.
God.
Is that your final answer, Philly G?
Look, I'm gonna say 4th round, but I know that's wrong too.
Bro, are you confident in
Just
your
pick
answer?
a number. Pick a number, Philly G.
4th.
Man, y'all give him all them shots, man. Y'all ain't do me like that, man. What's up with that?
That's what I'm
Y'all
saying,
getting that
Q.
man all them shots on the question, man. Y'all wrong for that, man.
Hey,
And
At
be
this point, I'm
Steve.
just like, fuck it. I ain't-
Come on.
Q-Dog, he bleeding.
Come on, Rock. Come on, Rock.
Y'all wrong, bro.
He bleeding, Q-Dog.
what?
Oh, okay. Should have got in the ring.
What round? It's on me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on you.
Dang.
Bullshit is what it is.
I mean, Philly G was, I believe his last answer was right. Dak was
Yeah, it was the
drafted in the
4th round.
He was
I'm
the 4th
sure it
round
was
draft
the
pick
4th
from
round
Mississippi
draft
State.
pick.
What is it gonna be, Rock?
4th round, Mississippi State. From Mississippi State, yeah.
All right.
Like,
I'm a huge Dakota Prescott fan.
I like Prescott too, but a lot of people
Almost
don't.
won the Heisman that year he came out.
Very true. Lie check.
Is that 5-0?
Jay on the track said, Philly G, man, you like 1-8.
it's like, damn, bro.
Jay on the track.
Billy G, tell me I get some current questions.
VP got me dying.
Like, that shit's crazy.
5-0.
Last one though.
More to
I was
go,
like
baby.
3rd or 4th. And it was the 4th round. Because I remember
mad at you, bro. He said, I'm still mad at how fast G said Pete Carroll.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, oh
and then when I let it sink in, I was like, he didn't win at USC.
Philly G.
yes, he did.
Yeah,
He
he
won
did
2 in a
win at
row with
USC, but he wasn't the first
Wasn't that
coach.
with Reggie Bush?
Yeah, but he wasn't the first coach to do it. He wasn't the first coach to do it.
Do it again, Q.
Oh, Lord.
You get the duct tape out.
Hey, Philly G, bro, you need to watch NFL Network in your spare time, brother.
I need to
Yeah.
bro.
I
I used to know this shit about
I ain't gonna
5
go
years
for
ago.
I ain't gonna go for the 7-0 skunk.
Now I'm
Yeah,
just
might as
like,
well, man.
Mark, you gotta
Well,
coach him up, Mark. You gotta coach him up.
what the fuck?
The
7-0
record.
skunk
Hey,
and pick
Q-Dog.
up.
Q
Not
has
I
the
need to
highest
take more
score.
days off of work. That's
Yeah,
what I
Q
need
has
to do.
the record for the highest score in trivia. He went 6-0. So this right here can actually tie it.
I ain't never go 7-0 on somebody.
No.
Wow.
I think
Wow,
Q-Dog
okay.
went 7-0 on me.
No, he went 6-0 on me.
I thought
I ain't go 7-0 on Wall Street.
There is a common denominator here, folks.
No, Wall Street actually scored.
Damn, go to the game. That's cold, bro.
All right.
I'll be back, Mark. I'll be back.
All right. Here we go, Philly G. Philly G, here we go. Last one. What college did Baltimore Ravens?
Oh, I
NFL.
I know that one.
What college did
Miami.
Baltimore? Huh?
That was Miami, wasn't it? Yeah.
Miami.
Yeah, what's going on? Hold on, man. Hold on. Rules have changed. What's going on? Hold on.
Hold on, so I don't get a shot at a question because I stole all his ones.
Man,
I mean,
got it.
If I was getting questions like that, I would have fucking got them, but apparently not. I still lost.
You trying to let them go out without a goose egg?
Hey,
No,
that's
that
good.
I
mean, that's a plus. But
that was a question.
Y'all,
that was the last one.
Questions was stomping me like hell. Then I forgot about Jimmy Johnson. Second guessed myself on the 4th round draft pick, Dak Prescott. Like, I'm all over
one more
the
question, right?
place, bro.
No, that's it. That's 7.
Bro, T-Rob, we're gonna call the mercy rule, bro.
That was a long
6-1.
7.
I got that one though.
6-1.
Rock,
Yeah.
Rock, man, you still are the
A-Town
NFL.
down, my man.
Oh,
My
God.
man, Austin
We're
Theory.
not gonna do that.
God.
We're not gonna do that.
He's still the champion. T-Rock is still the champion. T-Rock, I got something for you.
Appreciate that, brother.
That's the title, man.
Yeah, put that thing. Yes,
T-Rock,
I like
T-Rock. T-Rock, you still are the NFL Trivia champion.
One more week. Hey, Mark, I didn't go one and done, my guy.
I mean, I'm gonna talk to you about it after the show. I ain't gonna say what
Philly
I'm gonna say.
G.
Billy G.
Could fit
in a peanut.
Your knowledge could fit in a peanut.
Damn, Philly G, man.
Dang, man. That's
track,
wrong.
He answered that. He answered that football question. He answered Pete Curl in like 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, he
Because
tried
it
to
was like that
mark.
was the
He
first
tried to do a
person that
mark,
came to my
man.
mind, and I'm like,
He tried to do a mark on us.
not everybody can be like your boy, man. It's okay. Damn.
Yeah, he hit you like that. He hit you like that Russian and Rocky.
Oh yeah, Drago.
Hey, but
You'll lose.
I will break you.
Nah, I wasn't Rocky. I was Apollo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
He was falling down.
Oh boy. Well, that's
living in America.
Damn,
that is the song Apollo Creed came out to with before he died.
T-Rock, why you going in the mouth like that, baby?
Mark sitting up there, throw the damn towel. No,
yeah, throw the towel, man.
Yeah, Mark, throw the towel, Mark.
Mark should have thrown the towel, bro.
Like,
some best friend-in-law.
Throw the damn towel.
He said best friend-in-law.
The title of best friend-in-law is under further review at this time.
Oh, damn.
Oh, fuck you too, motherfucker.
Oh, damn.
Oh. I gotta find.
Well, you losing all kinds of credentials, ain't you, baby? You losing all kinds of credentials today, baby.
You gotta find somebody else to go to WrestleMania with now. Damn, it's like that.
Man.
We
y'all off the chain,
man.
Hey, man, I had fun today, man.
Oh, man. Leave y'all alone, man.
Hey, Philly G.
I'm
no hard feelings, my guy.
Y'all, let's go. I'm excited, man.
No hard feelings.
Oh man. Well, that's our show for today, man. We want to thank you guys. I want to thank you for watching another episode of the Real to Sports Talk Show, man. Please remember to hit that thumbs up, man, and that subscribe button. It's always good to see my dog, man, my man, Drew to the game. It's always good to see him, man. That's my dude right there. Mr. Positive himself, man. Drew to the game. I want to give a salute, man, to the OG for that awesome, powerful presentation today, man. He is a living witness that no matter how old you get, you still can achieve your dreams. You still can do that, man.
Believe it.
That's dope,
yes,
man. Man, getting his degree in science. That's what's up.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
You can still do
Yes,
it,
sir.
man.
Y'all next, baby.
Yes, sir. So thank you, Q-Dog, man, for persevering and paving the way for other brothers and sisters in the world, man, that want to give up.
I'm about to go make me a chicken sandwich with some chips and pig out before this.
Look at that. He getting it ready, man. So
take it easy today, champ.
T-Ross, you can take your boxing gloves off, baby. You did good.
I appreciate that. People say I look like Floyd too. So
hey, make sure you take the tweezers. Hey, T-Ross, make sure you take a pair of tweezers and get them. Hey, make sure you take a pair of tweezers and get them teeth out now, so it can look good for next week.
Oh man!
Hey, I'm sorry I had to
Philly
touch
G
you up
alone,
like that,
man.
Philly G. But
he gave it his all. Leave Philly G alone.
Philly G, all right.
Yeah, Philly G, my man.
Man, I'm really sitting here thinking, like, my mind was saying a whole bunch of other shit, and they were right. And then
your team got the best record in the league.
You hold on to that.
You can hold on to the best record in the league for another week.
If the Seahawks win today, I'll be all right. Dang.
All right, man. Street, man. Take us out, Street.
Yeah, man. I want to thank everybody for watching. You know, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Get with your family, man. Sit back and enjoy some playoff football. Get your chicken wings, your drink, whatever you like. Have a good time.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
No doubt.
Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Before y'all get out, I want to holler at my staff, man. Don't go nowhere after the show. I'll let y'all. But again, man, Tuesday, our show. Check us out Tuesday. Our show, Sports to Talk About, where we will have all the scores and reviews from round 1 of the NFL playoffs. So make sure you guys come check us out Tuesday at 7 p.m. only on YouTube. We will be looking for you. I got the sun on me, and you know why? Because Q Diggity Dog did that. Appreciate you, Q.
No problem, my brother.
Philly G. What we got, Drew?
I just wanted to remind you about next week.
Yes, sir.
So the fans know.
Yes, sir. Oh, next week.
Yes, sir.
Talk to
him. Yeah, which you said. I think it was something you had said earlier about the show.
Yeah. I'll get with y'all. I'm gonna get with y'all right after this show.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get right after the show, and we got the OG. The OG, man, no doubt. Good presentation today, brother. Good job. Good job.
Thank you, my brother.
Street.
Cowboy Nation, don't worry about it. We're gonna get it done. Hand up.
Copyright infringement.
Go.
Mr. President.
Y'all pray for my best friend-in-law, man. Just say pray for him.
Call the paramedics. And the champion, still standing tall, baby. Rock. No doubt, man. No doubt, man.
Shout out again to my wife and kids, man. That's who I do it for.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Real man, real saying, man. So again, man, come check us out Tuesday, 7 p.m. Same Real to Sports podcast time. Same Real to Sports podcast channel. And we out.